How a secure person handles an avoidant who pulls away. Listen carefully, because this might completely change the way you see love. When an avoidant person pulls away, most people panic. They overthink. They chase. They send long messages trying to fix everything. But a secure person, they do something very different. Something quiet, something powerful. They don't chase, not because they don't care, but because they understand something most people don't. They understand that distance is not always rejection. Sometimes it's fear. You see, avoidant people don't pull away because they don't feel. They pull away because they feel too much and don't know how to handle it. And a secure person, they recognize this pattern. So instead of reacting emotionally, they respond with calm awareness. When the avoidant goes silent, the secure person doesn't spiral. They don't sit there thinking, did I do something wrong? Are they losing interest? Should I text again? No, they pause, they breathe, and they remind themselves, I am not responsible for someone else's emotional unavailability. Let that sink in, because this is where everything changes. A secure person doesn't try to force closeness from someone who is creating distance. They respect the space. But here's the important part. They don't abandon themselves while doing it. They don't sit around waiting, putting their life on hold. No, they keep living. They keep growing. They keep choosing themselves. Because their happiness is not dependent on someone else staying close. And this is exactly what confuses the avoidant. Because they're used to people chasing them, begging for attention, trying to pull them back in. But when they meet someone secure, someone who stays grounded, someone who doesn't react with desperation, feels different, feels safe, not suffocating, not overwhelming, just steady. And slowly, that space the secure person gives, it doesn't push the avoidant further away. It actually makes them feel less pressured, less trapped, more in control of their emotions. And over time, they start coming back, not because they were chased, but because they felt free enough to return. Now listen, this doesn't mean a secure person tolerates everything. They're not passive. They're not silent forever. At the right moment, they communicate clearly, calmly, without blame. They might say something like, I understand you need space, but consistency matters to me too. No anger, no accusations, just truth. Because a secure person knows, healthy love requires both space and stability. And if the avoidant keeps pulling away, again and again, without growth, without effort, without meeting halfway, then the secure person makes a decision. Not out of anger, but out of self-respect. They walk away, not dramatically, not emotionally, just peacefully, because they understand something deeper. Love should feel safe, not confusing. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear. A secure person is not afraid of losing someone because they know the right person won't require them to constantly chase, fix, or prove their worth. So when an avoidant pulls away, a secure person doesn't lose themselves. They don't shrink. They don't beg. They stay grounded in who they are. And that energy, that calm confidence, that quiet strength, it does one of two things. It either helps the avoidant grow, or it reveals that they're not ready for real love. Either way, the secure person wins, because they never abandon themselves in the process. Welcome to Psychology Facts. If you're curious about the hidden truths of the mind and heart, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss the facts that could change the way you see life.